Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So let's begin with ringing the bell 3 times, and we'll let the sound and vibration call us into this room, call us into our bodies and everything that we're experiencing, and call us into this moment of practice. We'll begin with the path clearing and wish fulfilling prayer to Padmasambhava, followed by our refuge prayer, once in Tibetan and 3 times in English. Dosam Sangye Guru Rinpoche Nungro Kunda Dewa Chenpoja Barche Kunsel Dudu Dragbotzel Solwa Depso Jinji Lab Tu So Chinang Sangwe Barche Jiwadang Sampalunji Drupal Jinji Lo. Precious Guide, one with all the Buddhas of the 3 times, blissful presence and source of all spiritual accomplishments, fierce destroyer of illusion who dispels every obstruction, we pray to you for blessing, inspiration, and realization. Please remove all outer, inner, and secret obstacles and spontaneously fulfill our aspirations. Sangye chodang tsoki choknamla jongchuk bardu dakni kapsuchi dakji jinsoki pei sonamgi Drola Penshir Sangye Druparsho. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened, through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened, through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. In Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, we go for refuge until fully awakened, through the power of generosity, ethics, patience, enthusiastic effort, concentration, and wisdom. For the sake of all beings, may we realize and demonstrate our innate goodness. The great Yogi Milarepa sang, "My body is the holy mandala itself, wherein resides the Buddhas of all times. With their blessings, I'm freed from all needs and attachments. By day and night, I offer them up. Happy am I to do without material things, knowing that all beings in the 6 realms of samsara are inherently Buddhas, and all the 3 worlds the self-creating measureless Trikaya Palace. Whatever I do is the play of the Dharma Dhatu, ultimate reality. Whoever I'm with is the Yidam deity. Wherever I stay is the Buddha's abode. Happy am I to forego outer supports, rituals, and symbols." So as we settle in this morning, we'll chant a little, and then we'll meditate a little, and then we'll talk a little, and then we can snack a little. Sound like a good plan? I want to chant Lama Chenno this morning. Simple, and its translation is calling in the Lama, awakening our inner teacher. So beckoning to ourselves to awaken in this moment and be our own guide and compass. Lama Chenno, Lama Chenno, Lama Che Chenno, 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 Lama Chenno, Lama Chenno, Lama Che Chenno. Allow your attention to reside on your breath. All of the sensations that you are experiencing while breathing. Aware of the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. The motion of your body as you breathe. Try to focus on the inhalation and relax and release on the exhalation. You can find an anchor in your breath. Each time you find yourself distracted, you just return without judgment to the sensation of your breath and the awareness of your breath. Doesn't matter how many times we get distracted. How many times we return is what matters. So sit with natural body, not too tight, not too loose, upright, supported. Natural breath and energy. And natural heart-mind, open and curious to the experience of being in this moment with whatever it brings. All of our senses are awake. Sight and sound, taste, touch, smell, the physical sensations in our bodies. Take all of that as it points toward awareness of this moment. So remember, as we sit, there's nowhere else to go, nothing to do or undo. Nothing to fix, nothing to fabricate, nothing to change, nothing to control. We're just simply sitting and breathing and experiencing this moment and this moment and this moment. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme So happy Losar, everyone. You know what Losar is? It's New Year's. Our Tibetan New Year's. So there's champagne and no, there's not. Sorry. So there's a lot of celebration that goes on for about a week every Losar. So part of that is the practice of Vajrakilaya and the chanting of Vajrakilaya. And Vajrakilaya is, I don't know that we've talked about that that deity or that facet much in here. But I like to call him he. He's a little darkly colored, really pissed off looking deity. And he is a wrathful emanation. So he's one of the facets and represents the facets within us that is represented as a wrathful protector. So there's 5 days of chanting Vajrakilaya that goes along with Losar. And I love the Vajrakilaya chant. So in retreat, we often do Vajrasattva in the morning as part of our morning puja. And then in the evening, before we settle down, we do Vajrakilaya to protect us and protect the Dharma overnight. So it's, you know, if you remember our Vajrasattva chant, it's, you know, it's about purification. Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva tenupa tishtadrido me bhava sutokayo me bhava supokayo me bhava anuraktu me bhava sarva siddhi me prayatsa sarva karma sutsa me ha 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 ho bhagavan sarva tathagata vajramami mutsa vajri bhava mahasamaya sattva So quite beautiful. And then Vajrakilaya is Om Benzar Kili Kilaya Sarva Big Hanuman Om Benzar Kili Kilaya. And it's very meant to be right? So part of the visualization as we have with the Tibetan stuff, the Vajrayana stuff, is a visualization that you're actually, we have a little purva that is a 3-sided sword that represents our 3 Dharma gates or 3 aversions, and its point is Rigpa, pure awareness. And we actually make the sign as if we are cutting into our center and opening up, and at the center of Vajrakilaya is Vajrasattva. So it's meant to be intertwined, so wrathful and compassionate all at the same time. So, have I told you this, the Buddha and the snake story? It's one of the only like Buddha stories that I really like and tell. So, there's 2 villages, and the villagers are going back and forth and trading and visiting and that sort of thing. But there's this snake that lives between the 2. This is make-believe, just in case you know, because the snake talks. So there's this snake, and he keeps biting the villagers when they're trying to get from village to village. Keeps biting them. So the people of the villages go to the Buddha and they say, help. We can't, we can't cross to the other village because the snake keeps biting us. Will you go talk to the snake? The Buddha says, okay, I'll go talk to the snake. He says, snake, hey, please, would you stop biting the villagers? And the snake finally says, okay, fine, I'll stop biting the villagers. So then normal traffic resumes, and they start beating the shit out of the snake when they get to it. Bang, bang, bang. So then this bloody and bruised snake goes to the Buddha and says, hey, you told me not to bite him, and now they're beating me up. And he said, I asked you not to bite. I never told you not to hiss. Sometimes we have to stamp our foot and mark our territory and protect ourselves. And that's what Vajrakilaya is about. It's not about being mean or nasty or vengeful, but be our own protectors as well. This is not a practice of being a doormat. Oftentimes we have to assert ourselves to protect ourselves, but with compassion and understanding and full view of knowing that there are unskillful deeds that are present everywhere. We just need not to be the ones that generate them. Yeah? So sometimes you have to assert yourself, and sometimes not. So we learn over time when to speak up, when to stamp our foot, and when to just simply move away. I don't mean move to another state, but I mean move away from that which causes us harm. Yeah. So we're often met with challenges that we get to determine how to react. Remember, we're placing a space between stimulus and response. And in that space, we insert awareness. Stimulus, awareness, response. So then the response with awareness is more skillful, right? How does that settle? Do you like that? Did I just give you some permission to yell? Stamp your foot?
Actually, I like that a lot.
Clap your hands. I often, when I feel sort of that mounting frustration, or like I need to act in some way and stamp a foot, even if no one's around, I'm listening to something on the radio and it stimulates me, I'll often just clap my hands really loudly just to release some of that energy, kind of the somatic response of let some of that agitation out in a way that's often like stamping your foot. And that's a skillful release of it. Unskillful release might be yelling at your husband or your wife or your partner. Or whatever. Yeah. It's good. Remember, the awareness is the thing that sanctifies everything. Our simple awareness. We're agitated, or we're grieving, or we're tired, or we're whatever. Understanding that, having full view that I'm having an emotional response to a human condition and a human reaction is very human. We're all very human, right? So be compassionate first with ourselves, that even is part of our experience. We often push it away with judgment. No, I shouldn't react. I shouldn't have emotional outbursts, or I shouldn't have emotional reactions. But that's part of our human condition. If we understand that, we can use it in a skillful way. Yeah? Any thoughts or quick questions?
I think what's beautiful about what you're saying is that it's a reminder that everything belongs, and that so often when we experience a negative emotion, if we don't let it out, we just minimize it or push it down and stifle it, and so it always comes out at some point anyways.
Right.
So it just makes more sense to say, I'm feeling angry right now, or I'm sad, I'm scared. Because everything belongs. I feel like just acknowledging that you're feeling and experiencing a thing, and then putting it out in a productive way, it kind of frees you from being a kind of prisoner of that specific emotion. Right. And I really appreciate the reminder and everything you're saying, especially in light of current events. Like, I think a lot of us feel angry a lot, and it's easy to go, yeah, I shouldn't feel that, I should look at the bright side, but sometimes it's okay and it's valid to be angry.
Yeah. It's often valid, we just have to understand what reaction comes after it. And is it, an unconscious response, which is usually unskillful, or a conscious response that I need to turn off the television and stop listening to that thing which is dragging me down and making me feel despair or anger, or sometimes you have to walk away from it. Sometimes you just have to see it for what it is. It is a blip. It feels like a big thing now, but it's a blip in history. It's a blip in all things from ever. And it will have karmic reactions. So sometimes karmic reactions come out in a bad way. And sometimes karmic reactions are a good thing. We're exposing things that are flawed. And as we expose things that are flawed, we are bringing awareness to them. Change will come from awareness, not from habitual fighting and responses that are unskillful. Hopefully. Of course, we can't control that. We can't control anything except our own response. Yeah. It's good.
I also like the fact that it is reminded us that it's what it brings. Story.
Right. There's lots of little blips. Lots of little blips. But we can use them all, everything must be meditated, which means everything in our practice becomes a point of awareness. Pain, discomfort, suffering, joy, all of those things are points of awareness. And we can learn to continually see them, focus on them for what they are, understand them rather than distracting ourselves from them. Yeah? Sometimes hard, but a good endeavor. Yeah? I hear there's muffins. I'm joyfully exuberant about muffins today. So we did start our Foundations of Buddhism class on Tuesday. We'll start the second class this Tuesday as well. If you missed or want to jump in, sign up and jump in. It's not too late. We covered the Four Noble Truths last week, and we will review them as we kick off on Tuesday. So you haven't missed a lot, and I do have video of stuff, so I can share those with you too. So with all of that said, let's begin to close today's practice with the four Dharmas of Gampopa and Longchenpa, the prayer for 10 accomplishments by Lama Surya Das, and then our bodhicitta dedication. Bless and empower us that our minds and hearts turn toward the Dharma. Bless and empower us that our Dharma practice becomes the path. Bless and empower us that the path truly dispels confusion. Bless and empower us that the confusion itself dawns as primordial awareness, Rigpa. The prayer for 10 accomplishments by Lama Surya Das. May we realize true sincerity and integrity, inner purity of mind, dispassionate equanimity toward all we see, right understanding of this dreamlike world and the next, loving compassion toward others, and the genuine intention to be helpful in alleviating suffering and confusion. May we directly perceive the truths of impermanence, mortality, and interconnectedness, relinquish wandering thoughts and rampant desires, accomplish freedom of mind and clarity of spirit, remember with gratitude those who have gone before and shown the way, and vow to reach together, full and complete, enlightenment. Jongchup Semcho Rinpoche Makye Panam Kyegyurchi Kepanyam Parme Payom Gongne Gongdu Perwarsho. May the pure and brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. May the pure, brilliant sun of bodhicitta dawn in each and every heart and mind, dispelling the darkness of suffering and confusion unstoppably until all are illumined and awakened. Sentient beings are numberless. We vow to liberate them. Delusions are inexhaustible. We vow to transcend them. Dharma teachings are boundless. We vow to realize them. The Buddha's enlightened way is unsurpassable. We vow to embody it. Thanks all you Buddhists. Have a great week. And muffins, don't forget muffins.
Yeah.